Yo, what is up, Sagittarius? How are you guys doing? Time to go ahead and knock out your extended reading for November 2024. So for those of you new to my channel, the extended readings are just the last swipe across the table to make sure I've gotten every crumb of information and, more importantly, advice out of the main monthly reading. Because in the next round of readings, we're going to check to see if timelines have changed. We can't do that until we get all of the advice out of the month, okay? All right, y'all, you know what to do if you would like a personal reading. Just check the description of the video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. Okay, so I'm starting this off with the person that you're interested in. Singles. Single Saggies and their love interest. Let's see what's happening here. Any other details that we can tell Sagittarius? Any other details? Anything that got missed, left out? Boom, uh-oh. Got a little bit of codependency energy in there. Okay, let's see. This is weird. Wow, that is interesting. So I'm thinking that a relationship is going to be attempted. But it's almost like, man, how the fuck do I even word that? Because look what we got here. We got the Ten of Cups and the Hangman. Okay? So it's like, I think a relationship is being attempted. But there's something with the Hangman blocking forward movement between the two of you. Something. And it's not even giving me the slightest indication as to what that might be. With the Ace of Swords upright, Six of Swords reversed, you know what? This kind of tells me that the person that you're interested in is actually extremely insecure. That's what that feels like to me. They are extremely insecure. So that may be one of the reasons why their energy's a little bit funny, a little bit weird, why they're having a hard time really fully letting you in, because this person is extremely insecure. Now, I know some of you are sitting there saying, no, the fuck, no, they're not. I'm telling you. It seems like when it comes to insecurities, people either fall on one extreme end of the spectrum or the other. Like you have person A who's insecure and is really overly cocky and arrogant and just really cocky and, they overcompensate to cover up their insecurity. Person B is, they got their tail between their legs and I don't know, so some of you may be dealing with a person A type of insecure individual. You may not even have a clue that they're actually insecure because they wear a cloak of false confidence. But I think they actually think you're out of their league in their eyes. And I think it has more to do with how they view themselves than how they view you or what you're doing. I don't think you're doing anything wrong. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level. What's this person's deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? What's this person's deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Four of Wands reversed. Magician reversed. Uh-oh. Two of Swords. God damn, dude. Holy shit. So, I'm going to tell you, the first thing that's screaming at me about this spread right here is there is not one single cup on the table. Not one. Not a single cup. We got Pentacles, Swords, and Wands, and that's it. Period. More swords. Ah, there's a cup. And the Eight of Cups is the card of walking away. I kind of feel like they don't want you to know how insecure they are. I think there is a whole other side of this person that you don't know. There's a whole other side of this person. And you are toying around with penetrating that wall they have up and making it to the other side of that wall and seeing them for who they really are. And that freaks them out. That freaks them out because King of Wands, Page of Wands reversed. I think they're putting on a front. They're putting on a facade. They are really interested in you, but they aren't who you think they are. And they're afraid that you're going to see them for who they really are. So they would probably walk away before they let you see them for who they really are. Damn, dude. Oops, hang on. All right, well, let's see the outcome here then. What's the outcome? How's it playing out for the remainder of 2024? Star card. All right, last one. World card reversed. Page of Swords, Justice, Two of Wands. Okay. So things aren't, this person's keeping you kind of at a funny little arm's distance. They're not letting you all the way in. So I think, I'm not really seeing a lot of tension building, which is weird because usually when you see this kind of energy right here, usually what comes through with it is tension building and building and building and building. I'm not seeing that, but I am kind of seeing you almost kind of like stepping back further and further. Like rather than get nervous about this, you're probably going to just flip a switch and be like, yo, is that who you is? If that's who the fuck you is, then nah, man, nah. If that's how it's going to be, like I ain't even feeling it for real. I ain't even feeling this shit. Like I feel like you're losing interest. You're getting a little bit annoyed, a little bit annoyed, irritated, and pissed off. But mainly, I feel like you're just kind of losing interest. But I don't think you're abandoning this. I don't think you're walking away, but just kind of losing interest. Yeah. Some of you dealing with an Aquarius. I also have Leo. Aquarius and Leo. That's it. Okay. Well, let's get the advice. What's the advice for Sagittarius with their love interest in 2024? Empress. So there is long-term potential here. Let's see, what would it take for this to turn into something long-term? Okay, the Sun card. Okay. See, this is the hard part. Well, it's hard because there's not one piece of advice that you can give one person that will fix a relationship. I've had to tell that to at least, 3 clients in the last week who will come to me and say, what can I do to improve my relationship? Or how can I fix the connection between me and this person? And it's like, that is the slipperiest question. Because, I mean, when it comes to fixing a relationship, you alone can't. So here's what you got to do. Somehow, some way, you have to make it very, very clear that this person is totally safe to let their guard down and express who they are without being judged. You know? So make sure, excuse me, that when this person is around you, you are providing an environment that feels safe. You know, for example, sometimes you ever just kind of watch relationships from like a third person, just observe. Every now and then you'll see two people come together and one person is really, really, really unhinged. You know, they're real quick to fly off the handle. They get pissed off real easy, just generally. And the other person's like, got my guard up. I see how easy it is to irritate you, how easily annoyed you are, how easily pissed off you are. I ain't letting my fucking guard down. I ain't letting you in on the skeletons in my closet if you act like that. You know, especially if you get pissed off over petty shit. If I see you get pissed off over something fucking petty, I ain't telling you none of my fucking secrets. Oh no. Because if you got that pissed off over this little petty bullshit, you know, once you start to see, you know, who I really am, fuck no, no, you ain't getting to know me. And you just kind of step back and watch that sometimes, and then they get frustrated because the person has their guard up. And it's like, well, duh, it's your fucking fault, you know? So I'm not saying that you're going to do that. I'm just saying, so you've probably seen that happen before, right? So make sure that this person knows that, hey, when you around me, shit. You can be you, dude. I ain't judging you. You know, now, again, within the boundaries of like common human decency. I'm not saying that if you find out this person is living a double life as a crack-addicted prostitute on the weekends, that you should stick around. I'm not saying that if you find out this person did 30 years in prison for some of the most horrific, heinous, unthinkable shit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about normal shit, you know? Now, then after that, it's up to them to come to the conclusion on their own that they can express themselves around you. They have to make the decision to let their guard down. That's where your hands are tied, because you can't make them do that. The only thing you can do is let it be known that, shit, when you around me, you fucking safe. You are safe to be you. I ain't gonna judge you. We all regular ass humans up in here. I'm a fucked up ass human too. I got my toxic traits too. I've done my dumb ass shit in the past too. Shit, we all good around here. All you can do is let them know that. It's up to them as to whether or not they're gonna let their guard down. All right. I went a little over on that one. Okay. Now let's see who's due to come in next. Who's the next person due to come in? For Sagittarius. Next person coming in. Oh, we got a King of Swords. Could be an air sign for some of you. Oh, okay. Cool. Right on, dude. Okay, so the next contract due to come in has more potential for success than anybody you've ever been with. Anybody you ever been with. Period. Now, they may kind of come across a little bit emotionally closed off in the beginning. Or maybe a little bit cold and a little bit detached. But for some reason, that is very difficult to put into words. You're so connected with them at such a deep level that it doesn't really matter. Because you can see straight through that cold demeanor. Somehow, some way. I can't really explain how. It's weird. When you're connected with somebody at that deep of a level, verbal communication becomes less and less and less necessary. Not saying there will be a lack thereof. I'm just saying that, you know, if there is a lack of verbal communication, it ain't really that big a fucking deal because I can vibe you out, you know? So you're one of the first things you're going to notice about this person is that unlike most people you've connected with, you actually feel very, very calm, cool, and relaxed around this person. There's not that feeling of knees shaking, butterflies, nervousness, and the jitters, and that shit. You're not supposed to feel like that. That's not how you're supposed to feel when you connect with somebody. You're supposed to feel very natural. We come together, we came together very, very naturally and organically. You know, we come together like teeth and gears, and I don't even know how to explain it, dude. You ain't even gonna know how to explain it. All right, well, let's see how this person actually feels about you at the deepest level. Next person coming in. How do they feel about Sagittarius at the deepest level? Two of Cups. Ooh, they feel a really strong sense of soul recognition with you. Very strong sense of soul recognition. So basically they feel like they've known you their whole life. They feel a really strong sensation of familiarity with you. And the reason why that is because the two of you have played many, many intimate roles in each other's lives in many previous lifetimes. So your soul remembers this person energetically, and their soul remembers you. So that's the first thing that they're kind of awestruck by. I also kind of feel too like there's somebody else that they're worried might try to sabotage this. Like maybe a fucking salty, jealous ex. Or maybe just somebody that's wanting them that they don't want. I think they're a little bit nervous about somebody trying to sabotage this. Somebody. I don't know who. A little bit nervous about that. But, man, we got that Ace of Cups, though. We got that Two of Cups, though. We got that Lover's card, though. They're ready to settle down with their life partner. Right on, man, right on. All right, well, let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. How's it playing out for the first 60 days? Man, it's going to start moving fast. It's going to start moving real fast. Real fast. Yep, it's going to start moving quick, though. Real quick. But there's still, I'm thinking that there's probably going to be an attempt to sabotage this. I think so. I don't think it's going to work, though. I don't think so. So, Ace of Cups, King of Cups, 10 of Cups, boo-boo. It's going to start moving fast. Fast, fast. But there is going to be an attempt to sabotage this. Like I said, though, I don't even think it's anything you have to worry about. You ain't even going to have to worry about it. You know? Like, for example, maybe this person will get a random message in their inbox talking about you. Oh, man, you don't know who you're messing with. I wouldn't mess with that person. They're living a double life as a crack-addicted hooker on the weekends. I had sex with them last Saturday. They're married and they're in a relationship with somebody else and blah 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 blah. You know when somebody like is obviously trying to fucking break you and somebody up, and you're like, oh, well, thank you so much, random stranger that I don't fucking know. I'm glad that you're so concerned about me. You're so concerned about me, right? No, you ain't. You're trying to hurt them. I ain't stupid. Anyway, though, I'm not saying that's exactly how it's going to happen. But there is going to be some kind of attempt to sabotage this, but it ain't going to work. Any advice? Any advice? Ooh, King of Swords reversed. Hang on. Two of Swords reversed. Empress. Nine of Cups. Do not relinquish your emotional independence. Be sure that you are responsible for your own emotional independence. Kick your running shoes off and get comfy. You ain't going nowhere. If you do decide to go somewhere, it will officially be a karmic tie. Be sure to focus on cultivating a friendship in the beginning. You're going to want to cultivate a friendship with this person in the beginning. When you neglect that in the beginning, that's when it creates difficulties later on down the line. Other than that, though, this looks pretty smooth. This looks pretty smooth. This is going to be much harder for you to fuck up than it is going to be for you to keep it together. But that don't mean you can't fuck it up. Don't get it twisted a goddamn minute. It's still possible to screw things up with your divine life partner. That's how karmic contracts are created. So, all right. And also, don't let a new relationship with a new person distract you from healing that you need to do from things that happened to you in the past. And definitely don't jump into a relationship with the sole intention of distracting yourself from healing that you need to do from things that happened in the past. All right. Now we're going to see if we can dig up any more info on the person from the past. Uh-oh, we got that Magician reversed. If you dealt with somebody that dabbles in metaphysics and esoterics, they have tried to throw black magic at you. Don't worry about that. Don't feed it fear. Don't feed it anger. Return the energy back to wherever it came from with love and light. It really is that simple, y'all. Somebody tries to throw black magic at you, it's really that simple. The hard part is recognizing it. That's the hard part. Because when somebody throws a negative ball of shitty energy at you and it sticks to you, you don't even realize it happens at first. It slowly creeps up underneath your subconscious and overtakes your conscious mind from underneath, and you don't even know what hit you. You don't even know what happened. You have to be real in tune with your frequency to be able to identify a foreign energetic attack. All right. Damn, death card, dog. I think this person's kind of giving up hope on this. Ten of Swords, death card. They giving up hope on this. They ain't really thinking that y'all are ever going to be able to get back together for real. I think they were, for a period of time, they were waiting to see if you was ever going to come back around. And since you haven't, looks to me like they're throwing in the white towel. Well, that was quick. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Let's see their deepest feelings for you. What's this person's deepest feelings and intentions for Sagittarius? Moon card reverse. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Ooh, they be obsessing over you, though. They may have thrown in the white towel, but they still obsess over you. Yup. Yup. This kind of feels like possessiveness to me. Now, I don't have any cups on the table here. None. So I wouldn't say that they're in love with you. But they're like very, very possessive over you. And I know it's really, really easy. Most people confuse that for love. And it's not. That's not love. But it's like they are spying on you. Because they want to see something bad happen to you in your love life. They don't want to see you heal, move on, and find a successful relationship. They don't want to see that. They want to see something bad happen to you. How often does an ex want to see you move forward and heal and do better? They don't want to see that. You know why? Because that will prove that they are the toxic one. Because, you know, when a relationship goes wrong, it's always a finger pointing match, right? Take two people who broke up yesterday. You take person A in a room by themselves, they're going to say it was all person B's fault. You take person B in a room by themselves, they're going to say it was all person A's fault. But what exposes the truth behind who it really was? What happens between the two of them after they go their separate ways, right? The person who heals ends up finding a happy, healthy, successful relationship. Is that person the toxic one? Or is it the person who keeps repeating the same cycle? Going person after person after person after person after person, fucking up. They can't hold a relationship. They just keep fucking up relationship after relationship, person after person after person after person, right? So if you heal and move on and do better, and they don't, everybody's going to be looking at them like, oh, so you were the toxic one, weren't you? Oh, okay. So that's one of the main reasons why they don't want to see you move on and do better, because they know it'll expose them. Because they know they were the toxic one. Some of you are dealing with like an addict, alcoholic. If you dealt with an addict, alcoholic, and you're wondering if they're getting clean, no, the fuck they're not. Matter of fact, they're doing worse. They are going further downhill. Okay, well, let's see if they're taking any action towards you. Are they reaching out, communicating, anything like that? Is this person taking action towards Sagittarius? It's not looking like it. Like I said, I feel like they kind of just thrown in the white towel, dude, for real. Nah, they're just trying to start new and start fresh. Trying to start new and start fresh. Okay, well, damn, that was quick. That was a little too quick. What's the advice? What's the advice for Sagittarius? Would it be a good idea for them to reach out? Or should they just heal and move on? Ooh. Seven of Swords reversed is the advice. So, do you got time for that? You got time for that? This is saying it wouldn't be a good idea to reach out to this person because they are a dishonest, deceitful, lying, manipulative, backstabbing little fuckbag. That's what it's saying. That's not what Rich Lop said. That's what the cards said. This is saying, move on. Do not reach out to this person. Do not, attempt a new start with this person. That's what this is saying, not me. Let me see if I can meet you in the middle. God damn, dude, and the King of Cups reversed. Let me see if I can meet you in the middle. Shit. So with that King of Cups reversed like that, man, that makes it fucking slippery. If you must, just open communication and leave it at communication only. Only. Okay? Keep them at a considerable arm's distance. And just see in the beginning if we can just communicate like mature fucking humans. And just leave communication open. Right? There's an open line of communication. You can write me whenever. I can write you whenever. Let's see how long we can keep mature, cordial communication going. Let's see how long. It ain't going to take long before this person starts testing your boundaries. Ain't going to take long. This person going to start testing your boundaries. And this is what's so slippery about it. Are you strong enough to put your foot down and keep it there? Are you strong enough to stay stubborn and bullheaded and not let this person manipulate you? Because if you are, if you rock solid, put my foot down now. These are the fucking boundaries. Now, we ain't hanging out right now. You know, these are the fucking boundaries. And no matter how they poke you, no matter how they prod at you, you keep your foot down, stubborn as fuck, standing on business, it ain't gonna take long at all before this comes crashing down all over again. A question that I get from time to time is, how can I tell if someone is trying to manipulate me? It's not the most common question in the world, but it's not the most uncommon. So here's what I've come up with. A person who is not trying to manipulate you will respect your boundaries, even when it doesn't benefit them. So if you set a boundary that does not benefit this person at all, will they respect that boundary? If they do, that's somebody who's not trying to manipulate you. That's somebody that actually has intentions of respecting you and treating you right. But a person who's trying to manipulate you, who's trying to control you, who does not have good intentions, will test your boundaries. And your average manipulator isn't just trying to manipulate you. Most of the time when you're dealing with a manipulator, they've been doing this for years and years. So they got a little system, right? They got a little system behind how they manipulate people. And usually, by the time they're into their adulthood, they've perfected that little system. So they're comfortable with it. And then when they come across somebody who can't be manipulated, they don't like that at all. Ooh, they don't like that. Oh, they gonna start getting real pissed the fuck off. And then before you know it, if you're just stubborn and bullheaded enough, hopefully if you got some fixed energy in your chart somewhere, you can lean into that. Boy, they gonna throw a fit. Boy, they gonna throw a fit. Toxic manipulators will throw the bitchiest, whiniest fit when they don't get what they want. And that's how you know. Oh, you was trying to manipulate me then. Oh, okay. You trying to fucking manipulate me. I don't need you in my life anyways then. Deuces. So keep that in mind, take that information, and do with it what you will. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right, y'all. I'm out of here now. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay blessed.